I do have a part-time job alongside the course. It's just prioritising study really. So making sure assignments are done to deadlines and then doing work alongside it.
At the minute, it's all up in air. Still trying to find a routine. I've got 2 children. I also work as well. So it is kind of a bit of a struggle, but I have got a good support network, so that really does help. So, but we're getting there, we're getting into a routine. So.
Well, I think it's difficult because many students do need to work, and I understand that. My son's a student and he's got a part-time job as well, so I totally get that. But I do think the course has to be number one, and I do think you need to prioritise that. So earning a bit of money on the side is really good, and you benefit in so many other ways as well. You gain transferable skills, it's good for your CV, there's lots of positive benefits.
It's a bit difficult, but usually during the weekends or evenings, I try and set aside time, like maybe 2 hours, to just come to the library and do some work.
Depends, people work differently at different times of the day, so you might be better getting up early and getting as much done as you can, because in the afternoon you struggle to concentrate. I think that's different for everybody. In my other degree I would do real late night sessions in the library where it's really quiet, which was really helpful, but now I prefer getting up early and doing it first thing. So.
Someone told me once that the best thing to do is use uni as a 9 till 5 job instead of working hours late in the library, which I have done before, and I think most students will have done. But if you kind of actually get in the process of working 9 till 5-ish, then I think that's a better time scale to use.
Sometimes on the weekends I do go to work. Not every weekends, depending on how busy the week is, I do go to work on weekends.
I seem to juggle it alright. Like college or uni work takes priority and stuff, so as soon as I tend to get the uni work out of the way, and then it leaves me as much time to do what I want as possible.
You do, and you do have to use it wisely, but you don't get an awful lot. So I would probably suggest that when you do get a bit of free time, obviously create a good balance between your work and your social life and things like that, and it makes it a lot easier for you.
You do have free time, but it's not as much as you would have had in, let's say, college. But you do make sure you have free time for yourself, and you do still have a good time at uni.
Yeah, they do have free time. Well, it depends what you sort of mean by free time. The timetable at the moment is such that they have around about 3 days in uni and 2 days when they're not in uni. But it's a full-time course, it's a really full-on course, and those 2 days they will then use for their own independent learning. They certainly have times when they're not in uni, but they will need all that time in order to be able to do the work that they need to do to be successful on the course, really.
On the nursing course you do have free time. We get a few days off at university, which is great for catching up with friends.
We try and support all different ways of working, so there is no right answer to that. I mean, try and make it as easy as possible for you to work in any way that's comfortable for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, there are different help desks for different things. So we've got the library help desk, where you can go to ask about things like finding resources, using them in a critical way, and also the process of writing essays and things, so you can get lots of help in the library, and the help desk is the first point of contact for that. There are also help desks for things like accommodation, where you can go to ask questions about living in the city while you're at university, and also faculty help desks for course-related queries. So for instance, if you're wanting to submit a piece of work but you're not sure how, your faculty help desk would be the place to go for that.
I manage the help desks. We provide lots of routes in for students to get help. We've got face-to-face help in the libraries, we've got chat, we've got email, we've got telephone, we've got Twitter, we've got all sorts of different self-help materials as well. And we encourage people to use all of those different routes at different points where you're working, when you're working. You make use of all of those points. Just to say, when you are accessing help, we are there to help you navigate your way through finding information for your assignments, using the libraries, logging into PCs, using the software on our PCs. We're there to help you with all of those things. But our main role is about helping you to develop your skills for learning and for using the libraries and for using other facilities and resources within the university. So don't be put off if you come and ask for help, and we're more helping you to. We're not necessarily giving you the answer. What we're doing is wanting to help you develop your own strategies, your own ideas, your own ways of developing your own learning in order to find your own answers, to find the questions you want to ask, and to help you find the solutions to them. We will always help people in a panic, but generally we're looking at helping you to develop your skills so that you can apply them throughout your course and in other areas of your life and in your work. So.
Well, there's plenty of online resources, more and more so these days. So it shouldn't really be that much of a problem. You can request books if you need them to be delivered to either campus any time that's convenient for you. So when you can get in, you can get stuff. Most stuff auto renews now. So if you take books out, it's only if you request us to bring them back that you have to do it. So you can keep them indefinitely, which is good.
Yeah, they're really supportive. Obviously because we're new, so they really wanted to be successful. So the lecturers are very, very supportive, and the students as well within the course, we get a lot of support. Yeah.
I just think if they just work with the others, they have to do some sort of group work, but they will fit in, just associate with the other students, and I'm sure they will fit in. The students are very friendly and will help one another. So I don't see a great problem in that, because particularly the students are together for labs, they may have to work in pairs, so they will quite quickly be integrated into what they're doing on their course, particularly with the practical based course like ours.
Traditionally our course we've had lots of mature students. We have got a big ratio of mature students, so it isn't something to be afraid of. There will be lots of other mature students there. Equally, there are lots of students that are just coming straight out of college and are 18. But the two different groups seem to work really well together, and everybody's got different skills, and that comes together nicely really. Regarding placements and working hours and things, it is a bit difficult if you've got carer responsibilities. The working day in uni, if you like, it can be from 9 through till 6, and the timetable is very variable, so it sometimes is a bit difficult, but we will try and help as much as we possibly can if that's the case. And on placement, again, we can take that into consideration. The placements are full-time, but if you've got carer responsibilities, we will try and get local placements for you. And we can also talk to the educator about different working hours, so that sometimes now the NHS is 7 days, so often you can work at the weekends if your partner or somebody can look after the children at that time. So we can change hours and things, maybe work shorter days sometimes. So we're quite flexible, and we will absolutely help students as much as possible.